Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Adam here, aka the Sounds Scotsman, and this is episode 22 of Smart Souls. Today's episode is going to be killing Sith the Wolf and getting the Covenant of Artorias, which is a ring that lets us into the Abyss to take on the Four Kings. We're also going to get probably the best bow in the game, and we're also going to get probably the enchanted Ember. And if there's time at the very end, then we're going to deal with another Covenant as well, just to smash one out quickly. I'm here just to abandon my present Covenant, because we're in the Blades of the Dark Moon. We were in that last day. We completed it, of course, but I'm not 100% sure if... I wonder if I'm a sinner, actually. Yes, I am a sinner. So it wouldn't have mattered with regards to sins, but I know that both Gwendolyn and Guinevere in Anor Londo are linked in with the Anor Londo Firekeeper, and we still need that bonfire for the time being. So it just makes sense not to take any chances, just to abandon it, the Covenant, that way, the legitimate way, and if I wanted to join and become a Dark Moon again and have a little bit of fun with that, then that would also be an option for me. Okay, so I'll meet you in Darkroot Garden and let's take on the wolf. So definitely the smart thing to do here is to play this offline, because this is an absolute PvP hotspot. There is a Covenant down here, Forest Hunters, and they absolutely always invade you. Thing is though, if you're part of that Covenant, you don't get attacked by anyone. But we want the we want some items down here, so we need to actually kill Farah and get her black bow. So, joining the Covenant, and then we wouldn't be able to kill Farah, or would be classed as a sinner. Well, not a sinner, but even worse than that, a traitor. A traitor to the Covenant. So, we're not going to do that, but another reason for not joining this Covenant right now is that we want an NPC. We want an actual shop, and in the next episode we would just end up having to leave this Covenant, so it doesn't really give us much time to enjoy the Covenant, and it is quite a good one. So for that reason, it's better not to. Another benefit with this Covenant here, I'll show you how to get into it first. It's here. You speak to this cat, and then that lets you into the Covenant. But even if we were to leave it legitimately, like we just did a moment ago with Cromwell, that still wouldn't be good enough. We wouldn't be allowed back into the Covenant. You know, if we used Cromwell to let ourselves out of whatever Covenant we were in and then came back, we just couldn't do it, so... Okay, so equivalently just hugging the wall to the right all the way down here. There is a back door into this complete area, but I don't recommend it because there are... Oh, cool set, the Eastern set. I don't recommend going in the back way to Darkroot Garden because the big giant felines, I think they're called, they are horrible to fight. And there's nothing really down that way. Might be a Soul of a Proud Knight or something like that, but nothing important, put it that way. So just coming in this way. See, I'm trying to take out all the trees first because for some reason they can always find you. Another interesting thing actually about if we were in the Covenant, the Forest Hunters, the trees would still attack you, as will the mushrooms that are down here. The good thing about the mushrooms is they drop gold pine resin. I have a video on farming gold pine resin. So if you like the stuff, you might want to actually check that out. Farah should be along here somewhere. We're getting close to where she is. I can hear her. There she is. So we went to the very end. And then got here. That guy's awfully fat. Helpful for us. And Farah. Alright, let's get the tree guy out of the way. Take him out the game. And then now we can just fight Farah. There she is. So this bow that we want from her, and the hat, it doesn't actually have anything to do with the trophy. But it is the best dex weapon. One of the best dex weapons in the game. It gets an S scaling. Here we are. Black bow of Pharis and Farah's hat. Very cool indeed. I'll show you that right now. S scaling with dex. That's unbelievable. Obviously it's no good for my current build because I only have 14 dex. But maybe one day, after I reach my goal of 120, then I might think about doing a little bit with dex. It won't do any harm in my box anyway for the time being. Okay, so when you get around here, there's a little bit of treasure. And now this part with the mushrooms. First thing first, yes, I do have the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring. That's important. Because these mushrooms, you really do not want them to hit you. What you want is keep your distance. Oh, one down. Don't worry about the little guys. 2 gold pine resin, see what I mean? You can farm that. Obviously the smart thing to do is do it as part of the Covenant, so you can fight these guys. You can come in and out as much as you want without all the respawning NPC type guys trying to fight you the whole way. Oh, another 2. That was very generous. And there we go. This is the location for the enchanted Ember. That's going to come in handy. Now all we have left to do is go kill the wolf, and that's the level complete. You can tell where it is by that glow there. This is going to be the hardest time you ever fight Sith the Wolf, because after this you're going to have the Great Shield of Artorias. We need his soul to make that. So we can obviously just hide behind our shield and it's brilliant, but unfortunately we don't have that luxury this playthrough. So I want to pick something with a decent stability. 64 with the Black Knight Shield. I think I'm going to opt for that and still be able to fast roll. Lovely. Okay, let's do this. Wow, see the amount of stamina he takes off. The safest place is underneath him. Any weapon will do, but just try and keep underneath him, that's the main thing. Because like that, he just beats the bejesus out of your stamina when you're blocking. Ooh. Oh, poor wolf. There we go. Covenant of Artorias, Soul of Sith, Humanity Homeward Bone, 40,000 souls. But do not forget your extra treat. You get a little treat round here. There we go. Hornet ring. That's really cool for any of you guys that like PvP. Increases the critical hits on the backstabs and the parries and all that sort of stuff. We still have time, so we're going to just quickly bash out one Covenant and then get ready to take on the four kings. So I will meet you there. Also, one other thing actually. The Soul of Sith. That is the soul that we need 3 of for the Knight's Honour trophy. That's one of the things that holds us up until New Game Plus with the Platinum trophy. That and beating the Lord of Cinders, the last boss fight basically. We have to do that twice as well. Okay, so I'll meet you guys back at the Princess's Chamber. Well folks, I'm back at Cromwell again. I did actually go to Anor Londo and visit with Guinevere, but she doesn't give you the miracles that I was thinking about. That comes from the Duke's archives, but you do have to actually be in her covenant to use it, which is a little bit confusing, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, because I know exactly where to get them in the Duke's archives, those miracles. But she does give you this. Ring of the Sun Princess, which says boosts miracle synergy. I have literally no idea what that means, because even as a cleric I have done a faith build before, but I always used Ring of the Sun's Firstborn to boost my miracles, but I don't know what boosts miracle synergy actually means. So if you do want that, then, you know, go ahead and get it. But remember and let yourself out of the Covenant as well, because we don't want to annoy the Firekeeper in Anor Londo, because we still need her. Or him. Her, I think. So now we're set up, ready to go and take on the Four Kings. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. And a like would be pretty much cool. A comment would be superb, and a subscribing would be legendary. We will see you in the next episode of Smart Souls, which will be episode 23. Ciao for now. Well, Easter egg hunters, some of you might have called me doing this already. After all the effort that we put in earlier on the slug farming episode, where we got the humanity and all that, it was like a really... It was like a farming episode special. Anyway, let's make this boss weapon now, yeah? There we go. Great Shield of Artorias. What an incredible shield. So that's the only other boss weapon I'm going to make in this playthrough. I made Quelaag's Fury Sword, remember, in that episode. But now, and we obviously set up being able to make this, but we need 34 strength to use it. You know, that's about 10 levels away from where I am at the moment. But by the end of the game, in time for the very last boss fight, I will have that strength ready. So, hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for staying till the very, very end. And we'll see you in the next episode. Cheerio.